Hi, and thanks for watching Hello Baltimore County. I'm Ellen Kobler, and I'm very happy to welcome CCBC President Dr. Sandra Kurtinitis to our studios. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Always love to be invited.
CCBC is celebrating its 60th anniversary, a major milestone for the college. How's it going? And tell us a little bit about the history.
Well, you know, we are 60 because two of our campuses, Essex and Catonsville, were opened in 1957. Our baby is Dundalk. We didn't open Dundalk until 1971. But we are 60 and proud, and we are celebrating all year long.
I imagine that combining those three, what used to be three distinct colleges, into one was a challenge at the time.
It was, and that happened in about 1998. But I will tell you, we went from three very fine independent colleges to being one huge, strong, influential, dynamic institution. So we've lived to tell that story well.
And I know you yourself have not been at CCBC for 60 years, but how has the college grown over the years?
Well, in the past 12, this is my 12th year, so what I have seen is extraordinary growth in our facilities, expansion, in our programmatic revision. In fact, we are actually, we rolled out a new strategic plan. We call it CCBC 2020, a college on the cutting edge. And so in every way, we are moving towards that year college on the cutting edge, instruction, facilities, equipment, faculty, staff, expertise, you name it, we are doing it. And we've come a long way from when we had classes in the local high schools in 1957.
Indeed, and I can imagine, we have a photo, a before and after. I can imagine it's representative of how the campus facilities have changed dramatically over the years.
Yes, and we've added 3 new sites, 3 extension sites in that time, but we have 52 buildings, 12 of which have been either built or fully renovated over the past year. So we're very busy.
Over the past year?
I'm sorry,
in
the past 10 years.
10 years, okay.
Yeah, pretty aggressive.
That's still very aggressive.
Pretty aggressive capital campaign.
Okay, and during the early years of community college, I think many people thought of it as a vocational school. Yep. When I went to Hartford Community College, we called it 13th grade.
I understand.
But community colleges have evolved into so much more now. They're really almost career incubators in addition to sort of a college transition.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We are, CCBC is a comprehensive community college. That means we do everything there. We do short-term workplace training all the way up to associate degrees in anything you can imagine: business, nursing, education, cybersecurity. So our profile from years ago, when people thought of us as grade 13, that's a myth from the past now.
Okay, and what are you doing to celebrate the 60th anniversary?
We've just had this magnificent 10th annual gala dedicated to the 60th anniversary. Huge party, 700 good friends of CCBC. But this is what I would say. What we're really celebrating is, since the time we opened, we have educated hundreds of thousands of students.
Mm-hmm. Impressive.
That is what we're celebrating, our gift to our communities. Thousands of nurses, thousands of social workers, thousands of apartment maintenance folks, thousands of technicians of all kinds. Again, you name it, we do it, and that is our gift to our communities.
CCBC is, in fact, one of the largest colleges in the state of Maryland, right?
We are indeed. We're the largest community college of the 16 in terms of the numbers of students that we serve. Last year we served 63,000 students.
Okay, so people come to community college for different reasons at different times in their lives. What are some of the students that you see?
Well, we see everybody from high school students who are actually taking college classes so that they can graduate with some of whom will graduate with an associate's degree at the same time they do a diploma.
Yeah.
All the way up to the 80-year-old who wants to learn how to use his iPhone and his computer.
Okay, and you've got the person who plans to go to a four-year school.
Yes, indeed.
And they start with you. And what are some of the benefits of that? I know your ads talk about CCBC, the incredible value of education.
Yes. I will tell you that universities like Yale and Cornell and Smith and College Park and Johns Hopkins, they are courting our students. The transfer capacity is enormous. In fact, anybody in Maryland who gets an associate's degree at a community college has automatic admission into any of the state's public universities through the Maryland Transfer Compact. That is gold.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
These
very
schools
powerful
are
for
very
families.
competitive now. I know, again, for me, my 1 year at community college was a terrific transition. I lived at home.
I'm sure.
And then I went for the remaining 3 years to College Park, and I got some of the best instruction, some of the best interaction with the professors. Yeah. Do you find that you hear that sort of thing a lot?
Yes, but I think the thing I would say is there is no sector of public or private higher education that can make a difference the way we can on the cost of college, the size of student debt, and access to any and all level of higher education, post-secondary education, up to the associate's degree. So that's what we're celebrating as part of this 60th anniversary. This is really a special time for us.
What do you see on the horizon as CCBC moves into the next 60 years?
Well, we are opening with our partners from BCPS. We're opening an early college high school in the fall where 125 freshmen will be admitted, and in 4 years they will earn both a high school diploma and an associate's degree. We are also working to establish really strong connections with our business partners, TradePoint Atlantic, for example. We are working very closely with them to become their training vendor of choice, and we're doing that really all across the region, not just in Baltimore County, but our influence spreads across the region, the state, and I dare say across the nation.
Okay, well, a very happy 60th anniversary to CCBC. Anything you want to say to folks out there that are thinking maybe they'll go ahead and apply, just in the quick minute we have left?
I would say it's one of the best decisions that you can make for students and their families. This really is one of the best places to start, whether you intend to go into a career or transfer.
Okay, and they can probably just start on your website.
They can indeed.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks. Thanks.
Sure. And thank you for watching Hello Baltimore County. We encourage you to connect with Baltimore County government on Facebook and Twitter, and we will see you next time.